Once you reach your mid-30s in the NFL, you're put under a very uncomfortable microscope. Coaches are anticipating your bodies to break down at any moment, and general managers are trying to haggle you for every last penny they can. Wide receiver Anquan Boldin is one of the most accomplished players in the league, yet he still remains unsigned in the month of June. One unnamed scouting director has a simple conclusion as to why. Find out that reason on a brand new edition of The Pylon coming at you right now.
Please don't try to play us. 18. Oh, 18.
You know, sometimes I have a problem with football coaches. Everyone is looking to coach up that next up-and-coming athletic specimen while they ignore the actual football players. You know, the guys that won't wow you with their speed or their combine numbers, but once those pads come on, they're the baddest, most intelligent players on the field. Anquan Boldin is someone who fits that description to a T because he plays football the way it was meant to be played. Boldin just put together a season in which he had 69 catches for 789 yards and 4 touchdowns. Yeah, those numbers can be considered low by his typical standards, but the 49ers had a very shaky situation at quarterback with Colin Kaepernick battling injuries and Jaguars cast off Blaine Gabbert starting in place of him. However, the 35-year-old Pro Bowl receiver remains without a team. While answering a fan question on Twitter, reporter Albert Breer claimed that an unnamed scouting director said that Boldin isn't on a team because he's old and he can't run. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that scouting director wanted to remain anonymous for a reason. Anquan Boldin is quite simply a beast out there. He's a man amongst boys, and he's not going to run by you, he's not going to run around you, he's going to run through you. Speed's never been his game, so I don't know what the scouting director's getting at, honestly. As far as I'm concerned, that claim is redundant considering Boldin's never been able to run. He came into the league running a 4.71 40-yard dash and still caught over 100 passes in his rookie season. You can only suppose he got slower as the years went on, but he still recorded 600 receptions in just 98 career games, which is the fastest by anyone in NFL history. And he did all that without the superior athletic ability. Boldin's game is all about physicality and out-muscling you for the ball, and trust me, he's got a lot of muscle. I think a team like the Rams could really appreciate the leadership that Anquan Boldin could provide their offense. Just imagine how much of a physical identity they can build by pairing a raging Anquan Boldin with a young power back in Todd Gurley. Plus, Boldin can be a very reliable security blanket for a young quarterback like Jared Goff. Every rookie quarterback needs a sure-handed veteran like Boldin to bail him out on the third and intermediate. And other team fits for Boldin could be the Bengals or the Cleveland Browns or the New Orleans Saints. The way I see it, the league ambushed 2 of the Bengals' top 3 receivers in free agency this year. And I'm not sure, but have any of the Browns receivers actually caught a pass in the NFL? That's actually a legit question, it's not rhetorical. But listen, you're setting RG3 up for failure if you're throwing a bunch of rookies into the fire with him. If the Browns really let that happen, then I pray his legs are healed up because he's going to be running for his life. And I know the Saints just released Marcus Colston, so they want to try to get younger at the receiver position, but I don't think Colston really compares to Boldin. Colston had Drew Brees throwing him the ball last year, and he still managed just over 500 yards receiving. Over the past 3 years, Boldin has outproduced Colston by over 660 yards and 4 touchdowns. There should always be a spot on an NFL roster for a player like Anquan Boldin until the day he decides to retire. No, he's not Odell Beckham or Julio Jones, but that's fine. His track record automatically commands the respect of his peers. However, his track speed apparently doesn't command the respect of a certain anonymous scout.